we live, huh?
Hey, you guys. It is Wednesday, December 4th, 2024. We are live here with the Hit List. I am your moderator and producer, Ashleigh Abbott. We have a different panel tonight. We did a pop-up show, so everybody wasn't available. Some people had, people have lives. I understand that. So I have our brother from another mother, Darius, is over here with us. We have Tamar, we have Melanie here, and Brandy and Shaq. So we're here.
Hi.
I thank everyone for just doing this last minute. We have our scheduled show the 11th and the 18th, but I just felt like doing one tonight. So some stuff I wanted to talk about. How's everyone's Thanksgiving? Tamar, how was your Thanksgiving?
I actually worked on Thanksgiving. Hey everybody, I'm so happy to be back. I've been so busy. I worked on Thanksgiving at my new job. But Thanksgiving was great. Just like chilled out and relaxed. When I got off work, I went to sleep. But my husband, he did make some ham and he made some mashed potatoes, Brussels sprouts. You know I love Brussels sprouts. So he's such a good husband.
That's awesome.
And mashed potatoes and some dressing. So when I got home, I was like, girl, where's the cranberry sauce? White people don't use cranberry sauce. I was like,
they don't?
He said he has never ate cranberry sauce with his dressing. And I'm like, we do in my house.
Cranberry sauce with my dressing. I can't.
Oh, girl, I was like, I was not in the mood for no dry dressing. So he made gravy. I took that, child. But it was a good day. Like, I'm grateful. Yeah, so it was a good holiday.
Well, that's good. Brandy, how was your Thanksgiving? What'd you do?
It was wonderful. I was saying they don't do cranberry sauce, but I be seeing them do a lot of recipes with cranberries. I don't know exactly what they be making, but they doing some. Mine was really, really nice. We went to Tennessee and spent some time with my Tennessee family. It was nice because it was almost like a potluck feel. Everybody kind of brought a dish.
Nice.
Obviously, all people that we trust to be hygienic and not have their pets on the countertops and things like that. So
right.
It was cute. I did my specialty, my dressing, and I had my cranberry. I bought extra cranberry sauce because, like Tamar, don't play. I can't have it without it. So. But yeah, it was really, really nice.
Okay, it's shared now, you guys. I'm sorry. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. Melanie, what about you? How was your holiday?
My Thanksgiving was really, really good. My family and I, we went to Florida. We also have other family that came to Florida. So we were all at my cousin's house. And we're the type of family that, for some people, it may be obnoxious. But when we go into town with wherever the family is, we all stay at the same house. We're in the same space. We're doing like family activities together. And we did that. We had a great time. We had family karaoke night. Everything about just Thanksgiving was everything for us to be thankful for. Because my cousin, his house is on a lake. Let's start there. So we were having a good time in Florida. It did get cold, but for the most part, it was just lots of family food, just fun.
Great.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm glad to hear that. Shaq, what about you?
Can you hear me? I'm having some issues with my mic.
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, this thing is bugging. Oh, dang, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Thanksgiving. It was great and kind of not great. The not great, so great part is obviously I have, lost my mothers. And so, the holidays can be weird for those who grieve. Y'all know how I am about mental health. Mental health is wealth. And so, as you know, during the holidays, we definitely, it can be interesting for people. And so I have entered the season of my life. I am a 40-year-old woman and I have experienced a lot of loss. And this was one of the first holidays where I think I really grappled with the losses that have come into my life and having lost the people that I love and having lost all of my mothers and grandparents. And so I hate to put a damper on things, but I can admit it was tough and I felt it. I felt those losses. There are things I don't cook and I'm a big woman, but I'm not a cooking woman.
Right.
And so I'll never taste my mother's ham again. That was brutal, I'm never gonna have my mom's pie again. And so it was weird in that way.
Mhm.
But the flip side of that is that I had so many places to go, and there are so many places that I am welcome, and there are so many people that love me. And I ended up at an aunt's house, and I left with so much food. Like I literally just ate the last piece of leftover ham that from Thanksgiving. That's so terrible, but I'm one of them. Oh, I love leftovers, and so in the same breath that I can talk about what was missing and what I didn't have, I can talk about how many people love me and my son. My daughter's never with me; she's always with her dad for Thanksgiving. But me and my baby, we were embraced and we were loved, and I had so many places to go, and everybody was like, "You need somewhere to go." We were loved and embraced, and that was beautiful. But I also absorbed the loss, and so it was both good and sad,
Bittersweet.
Well,
sweet. Yeah,
yes, grief is something during the holidays. It sucks, but it's something that we have to deal with. And my prayers and our prayers will be continued to be
yeah,
with you. So it's never going to get easy, but it'll get, you know, you can deal with it a little bit better, every year.
yeah.
Um, so yes, I'm glad you had some place to
Adjust
go.
and adapt a little
So
bit.
many places to go. Had
Right,
to
right.
choose, had to decide, and I'm grateful, so grateful.
That's good. And Darius, I know you have similar stuff going on. You had a good Thanksgiving, but you're dealing with some family issues as well.
Yes, I did. We celebrated my grandmother's 91st birthday.
Lots
And
of
as I
blessings.
shared with you all, she is, um, I think, coming towards the end of her
Okay.
life. And
Mhm.
so, it's sad to watch. I lost my mom when I was 7 years old. And so my grandmother, that is my mama.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's who raised me.
Right.
And so, so it's, always, you always think they're going to be here forever. And that's sadly not the case. So, it's just, it's a reality that you cannot escape. And I don't care how well prepared you think you are for it, you
Yeah.
know, you're not. So, it's just, I'm appreciating the time that we have now. I'm grateful that, she has, existed 91 years,
That's a blessing. Yeah.
That is.
on this planet, and it's still going. So, we're going to appreciate every day that we have.
All right. Well, I'd like you to know our support is with you, and anything that you and your family might need, just let us know. If you need to talk, if you need whatever it is.
Thank you.
We've all lost someone, I can say, I'm sure. So everyone knows how that feel is to sit in that seat. So we love you, and anything we can do to support you, we're here for you.
Praying for you.
Yes, for sure. Speaking of grandmothers, I had a great Thanksgiving. I tried to keep the spirit of my grandmothers alive. You guys both know that. All of you guys know that both of my grandmothers were very important to me. I was always in the kitchen with them cooking. So I tried to keep their spirit alive and just invite people who didn't have a place to go to come over our house. I cooked a big dinner. And Brandy knows we grew up together, but our grandmother, well, her mom, my grandmother, was always feeding everyone. The neighbor, the neighbor's friend, cousins, anybody could come over and eat. I don't know, Brandy, you want to share a little bit about that? But yeah, I know. So I tried to keep that alive and just had everyone come over and just, if they didn't have a place and eat. And we had a few people come over. I cooked a lot, and then we went over to Hector's family and had dessert with them. So it was a nice day.
Nice.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Jalen, how are you? And he said he's praying for you, Shaq. Thank you for that. So let's handle some business real quick so we can get into this docket. I'm looking for some new blood for the show. I love all my OGs and my co-hosts. But I'm really looking for some dynamic and passionate individuals just to join our team for, sometimes we have things that pop up and I need to call on someone and be like, hey, can you do the show tonight? So we're looking for alternating judges. I'm really looking for someone who's really big on fashion and politics. So hit me up, DM me. I've talked to a few people, but it's not about the person who's best. It's for the right person who's going to fit with our group. So if you know anyone, if you or yourself are interested, hit me up. Also, Disclaimer, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So, if you see something that a video or a photo that you might think is yours or your property or someone else's, please don't report me. Just email me, text me, and I'll try to see if I can take it down. Yeah? All right. So we don't have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. There's a few key things that I really want to hit on. This story broke about a week ago. Let me get my notes up. There are a lot of companies that are rolling back their DEI policies in the wake of Trump winning the White House. And so, hold on, let me get here we go. It says Walmart, the world's largest retailer, is rolling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Walmart has confirmed significant changes that affect various initiatives. These include the decision not to renew a 5-year commitment to an equity racial center established in 2020 following the police killing of George Floyd. Additionally, the company is withdrawing from a prominent index that advocates for gay rights. Furthermore, Walmart will no longer prioritize suppliers based on race or gender. The company stated it currently has no quotas and does not plan to implement them in the future. However, it intends to cease collecting demographic data to determine eligibility for grant financing. And so other companies that are jumping on are Ford, Starbucks, JP Morgan Chase. So what do we think about this? Is this a thing to come? Is this sign of the times? Darius, I was really interested in what you would have to say about this. So let's get into it.
This is nothing new. This movement has been around for years now. It's in our politics, it's in our culture. So this is not a surprise. And with Trump winning, I think a lot of companies they're running scared. I don't understand Walmart. Walmart is the biggest retailer in the world. I don't understand people. Diversity, equity, and inclusion is not just about Black people or gay people. Women benefit from diversity, equity, and inclusion. It is all about recognizing that the playing field is not level. Despite what people will say, what the commentary is, the playing field has never been level. If it was, then we wouldn't need DEI in the first place. And now for somebody to say the counter narrative out here now is that that people that benefited from DEI aren't really qualified, or they're not deserving, or it's racist against people that don't need DEI.
Right.
Like Caucasian people, for example, who benefit largely based off of the fact that they are Caucasian. The system benefits them in a way that it doesn't those of us who aren't. And so I think it's a bunch of crock. I think these companies need to start standing for something. Me personally, I have made a decision. I'm not spending my money at Walmart. Now, that's not going to hurt Walmart's bottom line. I understand that. I'm just not spending my money there.
Right. Yeah. We all have to do, we'll get into that though, at the Hunter Biden story. Shaq, what do you think about this?
Sorry, I was not that I wasn't listening to the seriousness of Darius' comment. I was too busy laughing at our comments down here.
Oh, okay. I'll look at them. Who said? That's why I be stealing Walmart.
I started laughing.
Can you get me a TV?
It was so appropriate. I needed that laugh. Because what Darius said was so spot on, right? Because DEI is not just about Black and white. Unfortunately, that is how it is spun, right? That is about race. And it is so much larger than that. But I do not think that the populace as a whole is educated enough on what DEI is, and it is not spoken of in that way, and it never will be. It's the same in the way that affirmative action programs are always spoken of as a black and white thing, and we're not really talking about how the biggest, benefactors of it tends to be white people. A lot of times DEI programs tend to help white people a lot, particularly white women. And so Lord, DEI, I mean, well, also DEI programs, right? But also affirmative action. And so, it's about how you package these things. And I think DEI programs have been packaged as racism. And I do not see them unpackaging them that way. I think I said previously on our last show about how I think we'll see more of this because it's going to continue. Do I think that it is in the best interest of companies? Yes. DEI has shown when done appropriately and properly, it has shown to help. It has been proven beyond the fact that when you have diversity in a room, and by diversity I don't just mean black and white people, when you have people from different backgrounds, from different lifestyles, who look different, who think different, you innovate, right? Differences create innovation. People who come from different places bring different ideas, and the more ideas in the room, the better you think. And so that has been proven. And so when we seek to have a more diverse room, we make better products. That has been proven above and beyond. But the main reason for the DEI programs and to have gender parity and all these things is to make things more even across the board. And I think for businesses, their bottom line is money, right? And they save when they cut these things out, when they don't have programs, when they don't try to do the right thing. It's a money thing. It's money. And I think for them, they're looking at the bottom line and they're looking to save. And so in my personal opinion, the business reason for it is to be better human beings. And being better human beings doesn't necessarily make you richer. So I said all that to say that I think this will continue. And I think this is the new normal. And I think if they are ever to return, it will not be under Trump. And I think that we should get used to it. With that also being said, as I end this, Darius made an excellent point, which is that Walmart is the largest employer in the world. And the reason I want to say that is because Walmart would not be hurt by keeping it. People aren't going to stop going to Walmart.
Right.
People need somewhere to shop.
I was just thinking that.
So there was no reason for them to do it other than because they wanted to. And that lets you know where we're headed in the years to come.
Melanie, what are your thoughts on this?
So I hear you. I hear everything that everyone is saying, and here's this. How else can it be packaged other than racism if it only really got its shine and really started after the George Floyd incident? How else can it be packaged? Because a lot of companies really did implement and roll out and had all these big, you saw all of the banners for diversity and inclusion after the George Floyd incident. It did not start before, even though some companies may have had it implemented. They may have even had it implemented within their HR department as a HR thing that will go out through the company through Black History Month. But it was never really something that was rolled out. Like it wasn't rolled out during Hispanic History Month. It wasn't rolled out through Chinese New Year's. It was rolled out after a major thing happened with the United States that caused the BLM movement, that caused the diversity and inclusion movement. So as much as you want to be like, well, because it is built on racism and it's built basically to cut out Black people. So while diversity and inclusion do benefit Black, brown, LGBTQIA, women, and all of the other minorities that benefit from it, kind of like affirmative action where you made it all was stemmed off of a huge tragedy happening in order for it to become a thing, before it to become cool and popular. So this is where we are. And that's why you're going to see a lot more companies scaling back because of the image that it brings. And because certain companies have stakeholders who want to say, hey, this is what we need in order for this next thing to roll out. So whether or not it is a bottom line issue, it is looking at the stakeholders and making them happy, because if they're happy, they still have a business. They still have something to go to. Yeah. That's the reality of it.
Brandy, Tamar, either one of you have anything? on this?
I know my opinion is unpopular, but it's
No. I'm gonna circle back. I just want to make sure I get everyone in first.
You know,
I'm not about to argue with you.
I personally don't shop at any of those places, so I haven't really had the best experiences going into those places. I stopped going to Starbucks a year ago because there's so many coffee shops that are like mom and pop that are around me that are better. Walmart is, I hate Walmart. Like, it is the worst place to go shopping because the customer service sucks. Like, it's overwhelming. And for me, I just never really, I saw the picture of the people hanging in Walmart recently. And that was just like, out of all the Halloween costumes that y'all could have put up in y'all stores, y'all chose to do that. To me, that was the door opening for saying this is what's to come. So I will not be shopping at these places. I mean, there's a Walmart literally on every corner.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like, you cannot go anywhere without running into a Walmart. Like, you will crash if you don't look at the Walmart. I mean, there's a Walmart everywhere. But I know for me, honey, there's other things that you can do to get the necessities that you need that are not on their scope of places that they know that they are trying to put money into. And if you look at all the places that have been rolling back, see these college mid-aged white men that wanted Trump to be the president. Let's just keep it a buck. Wanted him to be the president, and they didn't have a choice because when Kamala and them implemented the whole George Floyd situation, that was what the president and vice president wanted. They had to because they were the funds. So now they're in a situation where they're like, okay, the president is what we want, so we're going to take away what we did not want to give. So.
Okay, so let me jump in here. Yes. I kind of feel we're getting an echo from somewhere. I'm sorry, but anyways, I kind of feel like they played us, like they used us, and then now to say we're rolling it back. Like, what was that? Was it just? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I kind of feel used. If like all of a sudden, like gay pride has always been like the thing, and now over the years we've seen more companies, support us and during Pride Month hang up rainbow flags and change their merch and all that stuff. So why not? So why roll back on it?
Big businesses, they're opportunistic. They're gonna do whatever's hot. Like they're all gonna do that. If everybody's doing it, they're gonna jump in it. Then they're gonna jump out. I think that's just business. So like, now we're gonna do it. Like,
are we now seeing that the cancel culture movement and the whole what am I trying to say? Cancel culture and Black Lives Matter. Are we seeing that fade off just because of who won the presidency?
Yes.
I don't think it's going to fade. I think that
I think it's going to fade for now.
There has been a great public relations campaign that has been waged to suddenly make people, mainstream America, think that because you say that you're proud that you're Black, that means that there's something wrong. Because you said that you're proud that you're Black. Saying that you're proud that you're Black doesn't mean there's anything wrong with anybody else. I'm just simply saying I'm proud of the fact that I'm Black.
Right.
For example, so but there's this whole cancel because see, they want us all to say at the end of the day, it's about erasing our identity, erasing our past. They want us to forget how we got here in the first place. They want us to forget that our ancestors were brought here in chains. They want us to forget Jim Crow. They want us to forget slavery. They want us to forget that we live under a system of white supremacy in this country to this very day.
Right. You're right.
So they want us to forget all that stuff.
That's why Trump said they want to implement cutting federal dollars out for schools that teach Black history.
I think where I made my mistake in saying that we're seeing the end of cancel culture, I think because I left a key component out when I said that, which is, do I think we're seeing the end of cancel culture? I do, just in reverse. So what we're going to see is that cancel culture will still exist, but instead of it being, it's going to be more liberal based, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to see these liberals get canceled, right? So those people who were calling for DEI programs, those people who are calling for more inclusivity and stuff, those are the people who we're going to see start to get canceled. We are definitely moving towards a more MAGA inspired public consciousness, and that is going to lead the next 4 years. I do think that that's what's going to happen, and I do think that people who are more interested in what they have and maintaining what they have, I think they're going to scale back. There will always be people who do not care, who are very strong-minded, and who are going to be like down with the patriarchy. People who are willing to burn their own house down because their beliefs are so strong. But the average person who wants to maintain their way of life and their money and their way of being, they're going to pull back, right? So a lot of people are going to shut up and get in line. And so the people who are willing to fight back are going to face cancel culture now. They will. Absolutely. We're going to see a change, and we're not there yet, right? I feel like we're limping towards it, right? We've got a little bit of time left in Biden's presidency, but the changing of the guard is coming, and things are going to look very different in the months to come.
I look at it as erase culture. Like, it's not cancel culture anymore for me. I look at it as erase culture. I look at, if you're not a certain way, look a certain way, act a certain way, then you're erased. Like, what is a normal gay? When what's his name? The vice president elect he said the normal gays. What is a normal gay? So it's like, I feel like there is going to be like this place of erasing certain things and certain people out of the spectrum. And I just, it's not going to be more so of a canceled. I think it's just like, they're just, like Darius said, they're trying to erase certain things for certain people's beliefs, certain people's known of what they are as Black people. Like, and most of those things relate to us. So I think it's getting taken away from us.
You kind of hit a nerve with me when you said the vice president elect, because Trump is Trump, but he is a problem, and he's going to be a problem. But we have 4 years, you guys, so we'll be talking about this a lot more. I want to move on to our next story. I saw this today, and I don't know why it hit a nerve with me so much, and why I wanted to know more about it. But Brian Thompson, he's the CEO of United Healthcare. He was shot and killed in NYC in broad daylight. You guys, it says Brian Thompson has died following another senseless act of violence. According to the New York Post, Thompson was shot and killed by a masked gunman in the heart of New York City early this Wednesday morning. The incident transpired just outside of Midtown Manhattan Motel. According to police sources, the shooting appears to have been a targeted attack, although authorities are still piecing together the motivation behind the crime. Thompson, 50, was gunned down near the Hilton Hotel on West 55th Street, a place where countless business meetings and networking events unfold daily. Eyewitnesses reported hearing multiple gunshots, sending pedestrians and hotel guests into a panic as they rushed for safety. So my thing about this is the timing seems weird. To know that he was the CEO of United Healthcare. I don't want to say too much because but it just seems, the timing seems weird, and you guys know what I'm saying by the timing. What do we think of this? Shaq, how are you feeling?
Okay. First of all, what do you mean? Like, it just struck you? That story is bizarre. Listen, we're not talking about a rapper. Okay, we're not talking about a drug dealer. We're not talking about a crazy politician. We're not talking about like some well-known gangster. All right, like, this guy is like the CEO of like United Healthcare, and United Healthcare is one of the top healthcare healthcare companies in the country. Right? In America. Right, like when we talk about the large scale companies that you go to if you have a job in this country, United Healthcare is one of the biggest. All right, so this is major, and the CEO was just gunned down in the streets by some random guy.
Can we also
random?
Hold on. Can we also point out?
I think it's probably not random.
Can we just real quick, Shaq? I want to point out that this young man was a huge advocate for DEI. Like that was his top priority. Yeah. So that's why I say that the timing of this is all very, very interesting. Darius, what do you think about the story?
Yeah,
crazy. One, I think it was definitely staged. This was planned. We know enough from the video footage that I saw on CNN earlier to recognize that this was planned. Unfortunately, somebody. This was a powerful man in a very powerful position. Mm-hmm. So there's money. There's something that we don't know. There is something in the works here. Mm-hmm. Somebody wanted him out of the way.
Yes. What was he doing?
Or what was he trying to do? What was he ready to do?
What did he know?
That's also, yeah.
What was he going to release?
Let's
see. Health insurance is a scam. We knew that.
Do we? I know we were talking in our group earlier, and I don't want to say too much because this is still a story in developing. I say it has something to do with government. Somebody else said, I'm trying to think. Somebody else in the group said something else. Are we feeling this could be linked to government stuff, or are we thinking this is just random? Like,
this is the thing. How does somebody randomly pick the CEO of the biggest insurance company, broad daylight, and walks up to them and say, "Hey, you, Brian, you know, how does that happen?" Like, it had to be for me. I feel like
that's
allegedly,
a heck of a coincidence.
Shit don't just fall out of the sky and just say, "Oh, boom." You know, like things. This had to be planned. This had to be discussed. There has to be, you know, we probably will never find out because there's so many moving parts in this country right now that we just don't understand. And there's going to be so many moving parts with so many big corporations that we're going to wake up and be like, okay, whoa, again, hold on, whoa, again, like this, we're going to have a lot of wow factors coming.
And hold on, I just want to share this part of the story with you guys, and we can continue. The end sentence says, after the shooting, the suspect fled an alleyway and remains at large. In New York, Manhattan.
On a bicycle.
Manhattan. I'm going to keep saying Manhattan because
when there's a cop on every block.
Every block, there's cameras everywhere, all those Broadway theaters. There's
in the area that he was with all of the high-profile people, there's also bodyguards there with them. So let us not sit up here and not just be like, oh, for instance, why didn't Brian have his own protective security?
You know, we see stuff like this in movies like Mission Impossible. You know what I mean? That's where people like that get. That's when I saw it, my mouth dropped. I was just like, what?
You know, this goes back to it's just like how, you know, not trying to bring it up, like the whole Epstein situation. He magically got killed in prison.
Yeah,
like it's like these people that know a lot are the main ones that get killed in these situations. Like, people just don't magically get killed. And then also, like, girl, the gag is for me, if this was a black shooter, would have been got real fast.
Yeah.
Like, how does this man?
I don't think no black people out here like, yo, we about.
I mean, this was calculated. The man, they got surveillance of this man going to Starbucks or something, and then he walked 2 streets over and waited. Like, he knew what this man was gonna be. The man was walking towards him. He pulls out his gun and starts shooting, and he's wearing a mask to conceal his face. So he knew this man was a target.
Absolutely.
This was not a random shooting.
I know how downtown Chicago is, and I know if you were on Michigan Avenue and you shot somebody 20 feet away from you, there's no easy way out. And so I don't know if a lot of you have been in Manhattan. It's the same kind of congestion, kind of.
Absolutely.
How do you just?
It's
complicated.
Yeah.
There's only the amount of cars that are there. The black cars, the limos. We're not talking about like no regular Uber or something that like pulling up. It's an Uber Black. It's a limo. You know, like there is no way for there was some type of orchestrated something happening.
I'm just not feeling
allegedly. We also have to say allegedly to
allegedly,
all these things.
right.
Allegedly.
We don't know. We
well,
weren't
here's something
there.
that's not alleged. America is getting very ghetto, right? Like rich people are like dying. Let me tell you something. We know that in the third world countries, the rich people like get like kidnapped and their children get kidnapped. That didn't happen in America. America's like a first world country now. But now we're getting real ghetto around here. Like our rich people are now starting to get gunned down in the streets and stuff, and people dying in Manhattan and stuff. Like it's getting real ghetto in America. And like I see why the rich people leaving. You know, I see why the celebrities packing up, and that's unfair.
This is the thing. I feel like what's going to happen is if you ain't playing, you got. Nene said it. You playing on the wrong team. If they not playing on the right team, they're done. You know, like
I don't like that. That's
and it's so sad to
y'all
say.
better get out some white friends because look what's happening. It's getting crazy here.
Y'all are crazy.
This is the reality. Like the CEO of the biggest
y'all
insurance
better get out some MAGA
in the
hats,
whole world has been killed. He ain't the CEO at McDonald's in the neighborhood. He, you know,
right. He's
like,
baby, y'all. Next time y'all roll up on me, I'm gonna have me a MAGA hat, baby. I got
you guys. We're gonna let this story.
And that's one white man killing another white man.
Right. That's
crime.
Ghetto.
Boom.
It goes back into making America great. Now you see what they'll do to their own.
We're gonna let this story simmer a little bit. We'll probably touch on it next week because I'm very something ain't quite right. But let's move to our next story. Something a little bit more not as dark, but it's still an issue.
Atrocious.
Singer Khalid was outed by his ex-boyfriend Hugo D. Almonte. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry. I didn't know who this gentleman was, Khalid. I guess he's a very good singer.
He's so old.
Like you, how you didn't know who Khalid was?
I don't know. All I listen to are people who can really sing. So I'm sorry. So
that boy got a voice.
He can really sing now. Don't come to Khalid like that.
I will check him out. Y'all know these new artists aren't on my radar. I'm gonna read
you
the
been rocking the Baker. Your location. You was rocking to that.
Hello.
We'll see. Anyways,
don't do him like that.
What do you guys think about this?
Oh, well.
Me and Ashleigh was talking about this earlier, and it's like, how you gonna fuck your own bag up? Like, this is the thing. You fine.
He's
like,
fine.
He is fine. But them be the main ones that's insecure, got issues, don't love themselves, have daddy issues. You know, some ain't right in the sauce. But for you to come out and say, he tried to drag him, and you know, Khalid honestly got the last word. He said, you know, thank you, next, you know, and got more fans on top of that. It's like, I don't understand when people do this. What are you getting out of it? Like, you don't look like a good person. Like, you look very stupid.
Darius, what do you think about
So I read the whole write-up that he did about their history and how he felt. And what I will acknowledge is that I think maybe there were some things that happened within the relationship between them that was not right. But I don't see in their dealings with nothing that the man said or disclosed where Khalid harmed him, threatened to harm him, anything like that. I don't feel like anybody has the right to take away somebody else's right to disclose something so personal about themselves to the world. I think that is their choice on whether or not they want to disclose that. And it's not that everybody is on the DL. It's just that some people, it's just, if you're not hunching me, you don't need to know. It's not your business.
Right.
You know, and so
go ahead.
He definitely the dude didn't make himself look good, but I do understand that there's context to the situation. This is why I tell people all the time, if you're going to deal with these men that are on the quote unquote DL, or they don't want nobody knowing that they like to hunch boys. They like to hunch boys, and some of them like to hunch girls too at the same time. If you're going to be dealing with them kind of men, baby, understand what you're dealing with, because I promise you, he knew what he was dealing with.
Yeah,
He's the same way.
Khalid tweeted out, I got outed and the world still continues to turn. Let's get this straight. Laughing my ass off. I am not ashamed of my sexuality. In reality, it ain't nobody's business, but I am okay. I am okay with me. Love y'all. There y'all go. Next topic, please. And then he also tweeted, I wasn't hiding anything. It's just not any of your business, like what Darius said.
I have an unpopular opinion here.
Come on, Shaq. I want to hear this.
Go on, Shaq, because I got something to say on that too. Let's speak on it. So
I am in an interesting place in my life as I find myself aging. And while I too agree to a certain extent about, people getting to own their stories, I am also coming to a place where I get it, right? Like you are DL and you want to own your story. But I'm now getting to a place where I'm like, everyone gets to own their story. So in the same way that you get to own your story, I get to own mine. And so if I've decided that I want to speak out about what I've gone through with you, I get to do that. And the fact that you are down low is a personal problem because I feel a way about what I went through. And okay, maybe I'm going to say some stuff that isn't nice or right. Maybe I'm going to lie because I'm being a bitch ass. Okay. And that part I'm wrong for, but this is my story and I get to tell my story. And so I think I'm losing patience with this whole you're outing me, you outed me thing. Like if you are having sex with someone, you are now going to possibly be outed because we now live in a time where people's story is public, the diary is public, and people talk and people get to own their story. And if you hurt me, I get to talk about that and it might out you. And when this happens, I no longer feel the need to throw people under the bus anymore. I've lost interest in that. Hey, that person is owning their story and their story includes you and you hit that and you didn't want nobody to know you was hitting that. So you should have chose somebody who respects that you in the closet. And that person decided not to respect you. And that is the chance you took when you stepped out of the closet. I've lost interest in it. Every time you get out there and you let somebody suck it, it's a chance that they might untuck it. I don't know.
Untuck it.
So this is my opinion on all of that.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Stop.
I don't know what to tell you.
Where does the loyalty start or stop? So
I don't know. Ain't no loyalty.
So if you and I are cool and close and we're together and we fall out, that means you get to out me. Like where does
I said it would happen.
Where does accountability happen?
But
he never said. He never. For starters, why do you have to come out as being gay or not? That's the first thing.
Right.
The second thing is, why is it anyone else's business that I have to come and clarify with you who I sleep with? And third, why are you not loyal? Because you got your feelings hurt? We can't take hurt feelings.
You hurt my feelings and I want to talk about it.
And that is BS to the 10th degree because that makes no sense. Like where does the loyalty start and stop?
I was the messy
so
bitch
you
when I was down there.
Hold on,
childish.
Shaq. Let her finish. Go ahead.
It's childish and it's not cool. But like Shaq said, that's the risk that you're taking. And when you're dealing with other people, and also people get to tell their story. You don't get to tell me I got to shut up because, you know what I'm saying? You feel some type of way about it.
What you agreed to in the beginning, and now that your feelings is hurt, you feel like you get to violate your agreement. And that's where the accountability is coming.
He's not about you telling your story.
He might have felt like he broke his agreement with breaking up with him. The relationship.
So you're telling me that I need to now
NDA?
Well, really? Are you serious?
I said this is the
and this is the thing. I'm gonna say this.
You have me.
So loyalty needs to have an NDA. That's the thing that I'm having a question.
In his position, he should have one because he got something to lose.
Well, I don't think Khalid ever said he was straight. He never said. If you read the tweet, it does not say that I'm a straight man. He said I got outed by a man for being gay. Next, he's basically saying like people know I'm gay. Like I think people know that he's gay, but I feel like if you're in a relationship with someone, like you got to handle that shit like an adult and not go in here and get on Twitter fingers, like get on Twitter and like, oh my God, my feelings is hurt. Like,
exactly.
You look horrible. Like you look weak.
Did y'all read the excuse that he put out about Khalid putting out rumors about him breaking into his house and
that wasn't
it was sullying his reputation? I was like, well, that's just rumors. Like, how did you suffer harm?
I'm not saying it's always right, but what I will
and
say,
those rumors weren't made public. Those rumors weren't tweets. You decided to come out with a whole Instagram sonnet, and I'm surprised that you even read that, Darius. But you came out with a whole Instagram sonnet because you was hurt. You was super hurt with a cape. You wrote all of this because you had to get it out.
Yeah.
Go to therapy, heal yourself, because you signed up for this and your loyalty is jacked up because you made an agreement to begin with. And I don't care NDA or not, you was wrong and you was effed up as a person. Period.
And what you just did was fuck your career, because now you're trying to be this certain person. You're trying to be this person in the industry, and guess what? People are going to look at. We can't fuck with him. Anything we do
You're
around
not
him,
loyal. You're not trustworthy.
He gonna snitch. So like, you know,
that is gonna have emotional effect on you. Nobody go to
he
work.
now suffers the consequences. But what I will say, y'all, is that a lot of terrible people hide behind the loyalty rules. I believe people get to own their story, and then people get to suffer the consequences. Let this man suffer his natural consequences. But this whole "you can't out me" thing, nah.
I think it's wrong. Like I said, I agree with what Shaq's saying, because you are taking a chance, and that's just part of life. I don't think that it was right that he did it, but
yeah, I ain't saying I agree with it. Just them the breaks.
Yeah, I think it was definitely a whole move.
No, for sure, ain't no doubt about that. But you know,
and then like Tamar said, he
don't mess with hoes
at the end.
Yeah,
we all have had.
And see, this is what I got from the situation. Sometimes in relationships, one person thinks that is this, and the other person thinks it's something else. And because y'all are not on the same page about what this is, you want it to. And sometimes people want stuff to be something that is not. They got this image in their head of what they want, and they try to make the scenario fit that. But the problem is, the reality may not be what you fantasizing.
You preaching, Darius.
Only outing him because he broke up with you.
That part, and you ain't getting that check no more. That's
you didn't. You was not saying
he claimed he was never taking money from the man. But I don't know if I believe that.
You a whole OnlyFans. Listen, this is a gag, baby. He's an OnlyFans star. He's
a content creator.
Yeah, he does OnlyFans for a living.
Darius, I'm about to send you the pictures, brother.
And he's
and he's also, is he worth the subscription?
He is.
He does have a cute little singing career. Like, he has done some tracks with some people. So what I feel was this: he probably went after Khalid because he felt like he was gonna get a bag, and basically Khalid was. And we don't know. Like, I'm just being a gay man, just speaking from experience, honey.
Khalid said he was gonna get that meat.
Listen, and when you tell somebody no and they can't get what they was receiving, and you've been spoiled this person so much, and you're probably telling them no now. Guess what? People's feelings get hurt. Because you are not getting what you want.
Darius, you got
okay.
But I see why Khalid was singing like that.
He said, baby, when Khalid sung Location, he got them pictures and location.
He got that location, baby.
I'm gonna send them in the group so everybody can have them.
I mean, look at him. That man look.
Don't send it in the group. You know I support the naked hustle of all.
Listen, and that's the thing. Do your thing, but that's the thing. Like you just fucked your business.
Yeah.
You're gonna always.
You probably get some more subscribers off of this, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, we have all made a mistake. We have all been hurt. We have all been hurt. We have all. I don't want to vilify people for having hurt feelings and then people make mistakes.
But you know,
out there doing it, it is what it is.
I've been in this position, and Brandy, you know who I'm talking about. I've outed someone before, and now being more mature and older, it wasn't the right thing to do. And Darius hit on something. He said sometimes people want it to be something that the other person is not into, and I think that was me. And I was just over heels with this guy. He was fine. Everybody kind of knew who he was. And you know, being a young black gay boy, that DL thing was kind of, you know, exciting to me. So, and then I just wanted everybody to know. So I started telling people, and that was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, but you know the flip side of that, the flip side of that is that it's so interesting how people will love to have you in the dark but not in the light, and I think that it sucks for some
It
people to
sucks,
be
but
in
some
the
people
dark.
aren't there, Shat. This guy
I know, and I know that, and I'm not saying that they need to be, but I'm just saying that it's so funny how we can always empathize with the light and never with the dark. I think everybody deserves empathy.
Natasha said, "Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right." So yeah, let's try to go to the next
You
story.
gotta be okay with Rich.
I thought
All
this
right, Khalid, I see it, baby. Send me the location.
Alex, whatever the hell that boy name is. He's fine. He rich.
So this story, me and Brandy was talking about this story before.
Michael was hot with me. Oh, I wish you was on here, Michael. We could. I don't care. I don't care.
Me and Brandy was talking about this story. I'm trying to get to LL Cool J. Is saying that he dubs himself the most important rapper
I told y'all we old
that ever existed. He says one day people are going to wake up and realize it. And Brandy, I guess Brandy, what remember what you said? What did you say? You said you
basically was saying that he has been a heavy influence in the hip hop community and Black culture and the music industry. I feel like, but my question is, what more does he want? Because he has gotten awards and recognition and, you know what I'm saying, credit for what he's done. It seems to me, it seems like he's either like being really pushy or thirsty. And what for? The people that love you, really, you got, you know what I'm saying? Some people grew up off you. Some people's music you influence, you know what I'm saying? It's not no secret. You are who you are. So what do you want?
And I think my rebuttal to Brandy was, I think he just wants more recognition, as in features, new younger artists calling him to say, hey, jump on this, or do you want to be on this, or you pay, or he wants to hear these young artists say, you paved the way for us, you opened the store, kind of like the Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj thing. All Lil' Kim wanted to hear from her was, you opened the door, I look up to you, thank you. That's all she wanted to hear. And a lot of older artists don't feel like they're hearing that from these younger artists. And I think that's...
But they heard it before. You might not be hearing it from the teens and the 20-year-olds, but the 30-year-olds, the 40-year-olds, the 50-year-olds, the people that they've already, you know what I'm saying, expressed how they feel about you.
Right. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what he's saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Darius,
what do you think about this, Darius? Can you...
So I think that his impact goes so far beyond just the rap music genre.
Sorry, Darius. This was Michael.
I'm sorry, Michael.
Imagine being 60 and chasing clout.
Oh, okay.
What do you say? Can you imagine being 60 and what?
Chasing clout.
Wow.
Okay.
Go ahead, Darius.
So I think his impact goes so far beyond. I think he's branched into into acting, Hollywood, and he has accolades in so many different areas. I think for me, it was more so him talking about his legacy, how he wants to be remembered, what he wants his legacy to be, and that he wants to be recognized as an influential rapper. I heard a conversation where somebody was talking about him and Biggie Smalls. Well, Biggie Smalls was an iconic rapper, even though he did not have the career,
right? Yeah,
that LL Cool J has had. And I think I think LL Cool J's career overall has spanned decades and has outshined and outlasted a lot of other people in that genre. And I don't think he necessarily gets that same recognition.
Yeah, I don't.
Would he get it if he was dead? If he died?
He might.
Because would Biggie would Biggie be considered an icon now if he was still here, still making?
Biggie was bigger dead now than he was alive.
A place where he'd fell off.
Big was big. He was popular when he was alive. You know what though?
Alive. That's what I'm saying. And if he was still here, would he be as popular? Would he be an icon? Would he have fell off? Would people still appreciate his music? We don't know.
Here's the thing. Like, while I can definitely see where Michael was coming from about 60 and chasing clout, and I can see where you're coming from, Brandy. I have to say that, when Ash posts it in a group, right? And so I'm reading it through and I'm looking, I'm like, he's right. Like, for instance, GOAT, greatest of all time, that is coined by him, right? And it has now been recognized that he coined that. And so I'm thinking about it and I go, you know what? This is true. if right now, if people were to go to top rappers or whatever, or talk about the top iconic careers, like for instance, if you were to ask about one of the top female rappers with women and who's had an iconic, long-lasting career, you would instantly think like Queen Latifah, right? Because her career kind of mirrors him, starting young, going, and how it has continued and spanned. All right, so if you do that and you talk about men, the first thing you have to immediately say is the male field is crowded, right? There are so many male rappers, and so that can kind of distract. But also, even if you don't even think about it like that, you know what? People don't mention him.
No,
that's not to say that his legend isn't cemented. He isn't LL. We all know him. But you're right. There are so many male rappers. I think people would probably just say Ice Cube. They wouldn't say LL. But when we sit here and we talk about it, you do realize, yeah, LL's been around forever. He has done all these things. He is legendary. He's all these things. But no, let's just be honest. If people were to talk about the top rappers or the top longest male rapper careers and blah, blah, all those things that he has done, he is iconic. He's all those things. But people wouldn't say LL Cool J. And I don't know why. Maybe because he hasn't had any scandals or something. I don't know. He just doesn't come to mind. However, if you stop and you think about him and he rolls off all the things he's done and you take a minute and you think he technically has done everything he said. So why isn't he mentioned? For whatever reason, he isn't.
Right. And we have to think about it far past. I was thinking about it and I was like, whoa.
He has done all that.
He did FUBU. He was the first rapper to really bring a line, a clothing line. He did the Kango hat.
He did.
What else? He did Troop. He did, like you said, GOAT. He did
greatest of all time. He did.
He was on Def Jam.
He's still working. He's still on TV.
The bad
hosting award shows.
He's still relevant.
So we
got. But we don't talk about him. When we talk about top rappers, when we talk about classic rappers,
kiss Queen Latifah on the lips.
Yeah,
that's all. But when we talk about top rappers, when we talk about classic rappers, when they do tribute concerts and they invite rappers, the list goes on. They don't say him or they don't mention him, and we don't think of him. So if you look at it like that, is he chasing clout or is he really just saying somehow I'm getting lost in the sauce, but I did do this? I think he's kind of right, and I don't really know why they don't mention him other than that because maybe because he hasn't had scandals or maybe because the field is so crowded. I don't really know why.
I don't know because if he just licked them lips.
Baby, now let me tell y'all something. There's a lot of artists that are on LL Cool J's caliber that don't get mentioned often. A lot of female R&B singers are in that category, like Monica Brandy. They don't really get the accolades. There's a lot of artists that are
exactly
in that category, and they open doors for so. I mean, Brandy was the first Black cover girl. Blur, like they have all these different accolades, but
can I just real quick? Can I cut you off and then I'll come back to you because I want to stick a pin in this, Shaq. So next time we talk about this, because Shaq's always saying, "Oh, they're old. Nobody wants to hear them." Yada yada yada. Do you get where I'm coming from now, Shaq?
Yeah.
This is what I be saying. Just give the older people their props. Like you said, Brandy, Monica, Tamar said. Who was somebody else?
And what baffles me, Lil' Kim is the blueprint of female rap today.
Yes.
That is Lil' Kim. That's not Queen Latifah. That's not Foxy Brown. Foxy Brown, those people are great, but that's Lil' Kim. The way everybody, the whole Barbie and all the stuff, everything that
I can go back further than Lil' Kim. Let's give me some Jackie O.
Listen, all these.
Look, Jackie O was over here running Miami. You hear me?
Listen, you don't see these artists get the accolades, and I understand with LL Cool J. He can be 60 and chasing clout, but also he's also saying why y'all are putting Lil Wayne at number one, I should be number one. Why am I not number one? Right. So why can't he say that? Because
I think he can. So much. And I think he should be able to say it without us disrespecting him and saying he clout chasing. He's just saying this is what I did. And you can't argue that he did it.
You can't.
Because a man's resume speaks for itself.
It's still speaking.
I mean, everybody's still, for me.
Hold on, Brandy wants to say something.
I was just going to say, for me personally, sum it up. What is it that he wants?
He want Mama said not to
right though. But what he want though? Because what we gonna give him a cookie?
I feel like when I hear him say this, I feel like he's saying like even though y'all, I mean, he's saying like, even though y'all are putting these people on this pedestal, remember that I was the blueprint.
Exactly. Yeah.
And it's okay for him to say that. Like, people need to sometimes, because when we think, honestly, there have been so many top rap male artists lists so many times. I've never seen LL Cool J's name on there.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
Never.
true. Yeah,
He ain't slapped nobody. He ain't been in no scandals.
That's what I'm
saying.
Because he became an actor.
After Jack said
Michael, shut up, Michael.
Maybe he's too mild mannered. Maybe he's, you know what I'm saying?
He's a gentleman.
He was out acting a fool.
He ain't got the oomph, huh? He ain't got the oomph.
Let's move on to our next subject. Let's see.
Nice guys finish last.
If you have to say it, it isn't true. Well, all right. This is the biggest story of the week, and I really want to dive into this because I feel two ways about this, but I want to see how everybody else feels. President Biden pardoned his son Hunter Biden after saying numerous times that he would not pardon him. His case is now it was in the hands of the judge, and now it's forgiven. So, some Democrats are upset by this, saying you made us look as bad as the Republicans. A lot of Republicans are coming out and saying, "Ha, look at you, you lied." Trump, of course, Trump is going to be Trump. So I guess my thing is, I understand why he did it. I don't think Biden went into this lying. I don't think he said to the American people, "I'm not going to pardon my son." I believe at one time he was still in the running to be the next president-elect. I think that would have affected his chances. And I think once he saw how all of everything is about to transcribe and how things are about to start happening, he was like, you know what?
Already, wow.
And let's also remember, Biden has lost 3 children. And Biden is 80-something years old. Of course, he wants to live the rest of his life out with his son, be happy with his family.
That's right.
He had enough of y'all. So
that's right.
I understand. I understand why he did this. On the flip side, I'm sick of it seemed like Republicans always stick together. No matter what, Republicans, no matter what Trump does, they stick together. When Biden does, I don't like the way Biden has been treated the last couple of months. They ran him out they didn't want him to run. So they kind of canceled him, put the pressure on him, and took him out of the running. And now a lot of the Democrats are saying, well, you're making us look bad. I don't see it that way. Darius, what do you think about this story?
So I will say, first of all, that I believe that if Kamala had won, I don't think he would have taken this action. You have a man who is about to be president of the United States who has openly said he is out for retribution. He is coming after anybody that he has perceived has slighted him, has talked about him, or did anything against him. So anybody in the Biden family, baby, they are at the top of the list. They were going to continue to mess with Hunter. He is a father. I do not blame him. Now, do I think he messed up? Is that he never should have said.
Right.
He never should have said, "I won't pardon him," and say, "This is my issue with the Democrats." This, always want to act like they're on this moral high ground all the time. Now, see, the one thing I don't like the Republicans, but the one thing I appreciate about the Republicans, they will do anything, and I mean anything to win.
Yep.
They will do anything to win. They don't care. They will sell their mothers. It don't matter. They will do whatever it takes to win. I wish the Democrats would get that same mentality.
A lot of people are wondering, when are the Democrats gonna wake up?
Never.
Like Democrats have been bringing a butter knife to a gunfight for the last 10 years, it seems like. And we need to go back, go to the drawing table, and we need to come stick it to them in 4 years.
Because guess what? Here's the thing: is
necessary.
One more thing, everybody forgetting during Trump's first term, all the people that he pardoned his son-in-law's father.
Okay.
And now is nominating that same man for an ambassador's position.
Yeah.
He's
gonna get. So why is everybody acting like Biden doing this? Is there is a history of presidents pardoning their family members. This is not new. Even before Trump, people were doing it. So I don't understand why did people want to act like now this is something so horrible. This is something so new. This has been done.
This whole thing is exactly why the Democrats lose. This whole thing is exactly representative of why the Democrats lose. From Biden even saying that he wouldn't do it and then doing it, to the way they are treating him, to the way they are talking about him, to the way they have not squatted up behind him, to the way they haven't found a way to spin it, to take his side, whether they agree with it or not. All of it, just all of it in general. It is just typical Democratic foolishness. At the end of the day, Biden just needed to protect his kid, and I ain't mad at him. And you about to get out of that presidency, and I wish my daddy would. I would have put him in a nursing home for his final years if he didn't pardon me. You the president, Trump about to come in, and you just gonna leave me.
Because you know what's gonna happen.
Biden finally did something right as he walk out the door. Do something.
Yeah, they was gonna keep fucking with Hunter.
Yes,
I guarantee you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have no problem with it. I don't care. He on the way out anyway.
I would have. I wouldn't have gave it a second thought. He got 5 minutes left in office.
Do something. You
do everything I can do in these last little couple minutes to make sure me and my family is straight.
Hello, thank you. To piss them all off, get all the people off on death row. Let all the people in prison for federal marijuana charges. Let them out. Pardon all of them.
And this is why. This is why, as a person that, okay, I'm gonna say this. This is why I will not be voting for Democratic ever again. For me, because they're weak. Like it's like y'all are coming at a man that's in his 80s about protecting his son, and y'all couldn't even stand up and win the damn president. Like it's so backwards. It's like
our party is very weak. And
right.
What is going on?
Uproar, raising all kinds of hell about that. Meanwhile, Trump's next.
Y'all couldn't even stand up to Trump and come at him the way he came at Charles. It's like sometimes this is so sad.
These are the things that Trump said, though. This is the things exactly. The party is saying.
Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire, and it's not to say that you're a bad person, but you have to, because when you don't, then this is what we're getting from the Democratic Party, and so this is why a lot of people are so just like they're over it. Like
I think people are over the Democrats feeling they have to be above everyone. Like they have to go by the straight and narrow. They have to look like the party. You know, that time's out for that shit.
Get the job done.
Right. It's
like
out.
You said, the Republicans don't get it done by any means.
Right. Yeah. So,
and then you're not above anyway, because in the end you're just going to do the same thing. So
right. Congratulations to Hunter Biden. We thank you for everything that you've done. And let's move on. So my favorite part of the night, Fashion Files. There's a lot of stuff going on this week. Fashion Files was probably the reason why I wanted to do a show tonight, because there was so much stuff going on. There was the British Fashion Awards, Devil Wear Prada the musical opened over on in UK, and everybody was there. So I have a lot of.
Now I just get to be confused. Come on, let's bring it up.
First look, we have Kerry Washington in Prada.
Nope. See, there we go. We already started.
Yay or nay?
I actually like this.
Okay, Brandy, yay or nay?
Nay.
Shaq, yay or nay?
That looked like a curtain. No.
Okay. Melanie, yay or nay?
That's on brand for Kerry, so yay.
It is. Tamar, yay or nay?
Very Kerry Washington, yay.
All right. Moving on. We have, this is one of my favorite looks of the week, Keke Palmer, and she's not a fashion girl, but she's in Vivienne Westwood.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
Oh, yes, all the singles.
Darius, yay or nay?
Yes, y'all like it.
Brandy, yay or nay?
Hello.
All right.
Shaq, yay or nay?
She can call me. Hello.
Melanie, do you like the outfit? Yay or nay?
Yes, yay. I mean, Keke is bodying.
All right.
Hello.
Tamar.
And this is what I call, this is how you go on a book tour. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
All right, moving on. We have Garcelle and her son Jade wearing Giovanna Lewis. I love this. Darius, yay or nay?
I wish personally that his suit was a little more form-fitting, but overall I like it.
Okay. Brandy, yay or
I
nay?
think it's a nice look. I really love her pants.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
Shaq, yay or nay?
Yeah, she rocking it. I don't know what the baby doing, but she rocking it.
Okay. Melanie, yay or nay?
Yay. All over it. Yes.
Tamar?
This is everything. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Moving on. We have Alex Welks and Donna Karen. Darius, yay or nay?
It looks a little. Is it the picture? It looks a little fuzzy to me. I can't. But
I'm not sure though. Those, I don't know if you're seeing like the back of it. Those the sheer panels.
I mean, it's all right. I guess. I'm not
right.
an expert like that, but yeah, it's all right.
Brandy.
It's okay.
Shaq.
Yeah, I think she always looks good and everything. Yeah.
All right, Melanie.
Yes. Yes about it. Yes.
Tamar.
Yes.
All right, going on. We have Rita Ora. This is also one of my favorite looks of the week. She's in Primark, and if you know, I don't know if you guys know what Primark is. It's like a H&M. It's a little cheaper than H&M, but she makes that outfit look like it's $3,000. So it's a yay for me. Darius.
I don't like it.
You don't? Okay. Brandy.
I don't like it.
Melanie.
I like that she's experimenting with her style because for a long time she looked like a Rihanna clone. So yay, because now I'm seeing the real Rita Ora.
All right, Darius.
Oh no, I don't like it.
Okay. Oh, I already called you Tamar. I'm sorry.
I love this, and the jury is like epic. I love it. I love it. It's everything.
All right,
you're not gonna skip over me and she dressed like a stud. I like that. I'll take that. I'll take that in fact. I'll rock that.
Now she dressed like a stud.
Yes,
how much you giving?
I want it in fat, baby. I will rock that. You hear me? They got that in plus size. What's up?
Moving on, we have Ming Lee, and this makes me feel old because I remember watching her on TV as a baby. But we have Ming Lee and John Galliano.
Hello.
Darius, yay or nay?
How old that baby? Can I say that yet? She grown yet?
She's like 21, 22.
Oh, I'll take it back.
Darius.
Yeah.
All right, Brandy.
It's okay.
Shaq.
If she was 30, yes.
Do you like the dress? You guys sometimes get confused about we're looking for outfit. Do you like the dress?
My bad. Yeah, sure.
All right, Tamar.
That's what I meant.
I freaking love this. I love the fit, and the hair it goes with the look.
She's so beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
So beautiful.
Just like her mom.
Just like her mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful girl.
People
girl.
watching, if you hear these responses, that's why I'm looking for some fashion kids. So please, please apply. If you are,
I don't know what's going on.
So I can have somebody to banter about the clothes.
Melanie say, "What about me?"
Melanie, what do you like it? Melanie, what do you think about the?
But I do like it, and that's on brand for Ming Lee. If you've been catching her on the carpets lately, she likes that like form fitting. She likes that real sleek model-esque look. Like that has been her brand. So I'm not expecting anything different. That is no different from her being on a Victoria's Secret runway, being honest, or being at some type of Jean Gaultier's what you call it, fashion show.
It looks like a piece of jewelry, and she's wearing it. It's not wearing her.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
So wait, I have a quick question. So is she naked or is that an illusion?
It's an illusion.
No.
She has pasties and
if it's an illusion, I love it.
Nude underwear.
It's like a mesh. It looks like it's like a mesh, right?
Yeah, it looks like a mesh.
But she has like the underwear and pasties on under it.
And pasties.
Yeah, some of the new Jean Paul Gaultier dresses, they're actually painting the breast and the vagina on. This is not one of those. This is her stuff. And then, that's her.
Like that.
So, moving on, we have stylist Manny Omido. He's wearing Maison Margiela and Luar. Darius, yay or nay?
Nay.
Brandy?
Nay.
Shaq?
It looked like my baby dressed him. That's a no.
Melanie?
Yay, I've been seeing a lot of this lately, especially have you been seeing Tokyo lately? Anyways, yes. Yes.
I told you guys last summer
Yes.
ready for this.
But
yeah.
look at his boots, though. I mean, these boots go better with it than the big clunky ones. Come on.
Most definitely. Tamar, yay or nay?
I actually have this look in my closet that I have not wore yet, but yes.
Me and you both. I'm ready to pull it out. People
Me too.
This, but yeah.
It's so cute.
I love it. Okay, moving on. He's been really doing a lot this season. Coleman Domingo, he's in Burberry. Darius, yay or nay?
Oh, that's a fine man. Yes.
You like the outfit?
Fuck is Darius?
I love him too.
Brandy, yay or nay?
Nay.
Why?
I don't like how it looks. I don't like any of it. I don't like those two different. I don't like the colors. I don't like the material of that jacket.
What?
All right. Okay. Shaq, yay or nay?
Man, I'll throw my boxers at this laptop. I love him. If I was in the men like that, it would go down in the dim.
Melanie?
I know he's.
You know what? He looks so good, and I love the nudes on him. It is everything about
Did
this.
you say you love the nudes on him?
The nudes, the his colors that he's wearing.
Oh, I was about to say
They're
which colors in the group.
neutral.
They're neutral. Oh,
His
said, what is
contract
this?
is
Like,
a
what the
neutral.
news
His-
You said it's the Mo?
Oh my goodness!
Tamar, yay or nay?
Yay, and I am manifesting 2 acting roles for him, either Billy D. Williams or Marvin Gaye. Like
I'm manifesting
love
out
to
with
see
him.
him
I'm
play
I'm
Marvin Gaye.
manifesting out
I
with
pictured this for him, and he's so sexy. He just make me wanna.
Look, I don't need you talking about my husband like that.
All right. Moving on. We have Rihanna and Christian LaCroix and ASAP Rocky and Bottega Veneta. Darius, yay or nay?
They look like
I like what she's wearing.
Mhm.
ASAP, I don't really. I don't like big baggy clothing or ill-fitting clothing on men.
Oh, you're gonna hate these couple months.
Oh,
All right, Brandy, yay or nay?
Nay.
Shaq, yay or nay?
Baby, they look like they're going to kindergarten prom. I don't like it.
Okay. Melanie, yay or nay?
what kindergarten you know? All right.
Baby, they wearing at the kindergarten.
Kindergarten prom.
But Rihanna
Oh,
been
like it.
stepping out, and this is so on brand for ASAP. I love his swag. So
yeah. Tamar, yay or nay?
Yes, and all that.
But I
Shaq,
love
what
black
kindergarten
love.
you been looking at? Like, what kindergartners been outside like this?
Man, these
Where are
little,
they parents?
baby, these little kids going to the dances down here in Georgia. They do their thing.
Going on. Moving on.
They cute.
We have J Balvin and Willie Shavira. Darius, yay or nay?
Nay.
Brandy,
Nay.
Shaq,
No, I'm confused. No.
Melanie.
Yay to Willie, no to J Balvin, because that pants just cut him off. It looks like he's on his knees.
Okay.
Even though he's standing upright, it just looks like he's on his knees because the pants just like cut him off.
I'm
Right.
telling y'all, they look like kids.
Tamar, yay or nay?
I'm like 60-40.
Okay.
It's the 40.
Moving on. We have Alton Mason and Armani. Darius, yay or nay?
Nay.
Brandy, yay
That
or
baby
nay?
need a sandwich.
I love him.
Oh,
I like the suit. I don't like it on him or the look of it on him. Like, I don't feel like the look is cohesive, but I do like the suit.
Okay. Brandy. Shaq, sorry.
Nah, he look fire. I don't know about the shoes though, but he look fire.
Okay. Tamar.
I like that.
I love anything he wears, and he looks like a little Ken Barbie doll. Like
He's
he's
beautiful.
He's
He's
giving
so
what needs to be
beautiful.
gave.
Melanie.
yes, everything to yes, man. Even did you see when he actually walked? Did y'all see his walk?
Yes,
on the red carpet?
ma'am.
Oh my good.
You gotta
Yes.
see
Yes.
him walking in this, and it looks so.
And it looks like it shimmers.
It does. If you see it on
Yes.
the camera and under the lights, it shimmers, but
So,
it's in
yes.
daytime, so you really can't tell the look.
All
The look
right.
is looking.
These next two people, I don't have their names. He is a big time stylist. He dresses everyone. I can't think of his name right now, but he's in Balenciaga. Darius, yay or nay?
That's a big woman. I would say yay.
Okay, Brandy, yay or nay?
Nay.
Shaq, yay or nay?
You look like a Powerpuff Girl.
What?
All right, Melanie, yay or nay?
I was about to say BDSM Power Ranger, but dang,
Yeah, that's my first thought was the
you should have let
BDSM
J
part.
Balvin those boots.
All right, Tamar.
Y'all leave me
Nay.
alone. Y'all like, this is. I like the look.
Mhm.
This is very simple, but it has a vibe.
Okay. All right. This is our last look. He is an ASOS in Marnie. I forgot his name though. Darius, yay or nay?
So I remember my Sunday school teacher. No.
Okay. Brandy, yay or nay?
Nay.
Melanie, yay or nay?
Yay to this look.
Okay. Shaq, yay or nay?
Nah, but I do like the vest though. The vest shirt thing.
Yeah, that's Marnie. That's hot. Tamar, yay or nay?
Yay.
It's giving Mrs. Trunchbull.
Sure, the boys just want to wear dresses this season. Okay.
That's the gig. That's
But
the gig.
those are
That's the gig.
pants though. Those are actually pants. Like when
Those
when you
pants?
separate your leg, they're actually pants.
They're like, what's those
Oh.
skins that
Like
the girls
gauchos?
used to wear? And they
You
was
know, I
like,
love a sweater vest.
Find up, Brandy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's move on to come sit on my couch. So I had one sit on my couch question prepared, but I don't think I want to deep dive into that without Marcus and Natasha, those minds on tonight. So I'm gonna do a lighter one. I texted the group this last week, but I was in a cookie place and we had a viewer who recognized me and gave me free cookies and told me how she likes everyone and who her favorites are. But I said, well, do you have a question for us that we could answer on the air for you? And she's like, actually, I do. She said she went on a date with this guy. They had a great date. They went to the bar, had cocktails, went ice skating. He was into her, seemed to be. And then she said she didn't hear from him. So she asked me, what is an appropriate time to text after the date, after the first date, and if she should text him, and what should she say to him? So I told her, I said, get it. I always have, my advice is always get it done. Either you're with him or not. So I said, text them, say, do you want to do it again? If not, move on. That was my advice to her. And I asked her how old he was. She said he was 30. I asked her how old she was. She's 35. So what do you guys think? What should she do?
Wow. Had it been a long time since you heard from him?
She said it was about a week. It had been a week, she told me.
Oh, here's the thing. In my experience, if they liked you, they reach out, period. However, there are exceptions. I personally have had a couple, I want to say 3 times in my life where something really crazy happened. One time I lost the number and could not find it for the life of me. And I prayed to God that I would run into this person again. It's so random, right? It was one of those times where I enjoy this person so much and we hadn't exchanged socials or anything. And I just so happened to encounter someone who knew this person again and I reconnected. Amazing. There was another time where I ended up sick. Actually, it ended up in the hospital. And then there was another time where there was a death in my family. And so
circumstances is what you
yes, but this has only happened like maybe 3 times and I'm 40. But with that being said, I think that if you really and truly enjoyed the experience, it is always worth it to reach out and take the initiative. Because 1, it could have been one of those 3 times. 2, you could also have an experience where that person maybe didn't realize that you liked them. That has happened to me before. I hung out with somebody once, it was cool, and I didn't think that person liked me. And come to find out that person did like me. Okay. So sometimes you don't know. And so I think that if you yourself, never mind what happened, if you yourself really and truly enjoyed yourself, it is always worth it for you to reach out to that person and to say, hey, I enjoyed you. Would you like to see each other again? And if you would, could we do that? When you do it, make it clear that that you are okay with it not happening again. You don't have to say I'm okay with it if we don't happen again, but do it in a way where there's no judgment, there's no pressure. Hi, and make it clear that you want it. Hi, I enjoyed our time together and I love to hang out again. Would you like to do so? If so, let me know. And leave it open.
See, Amy, if you're watching, I told you they would give you their honest. She's like, I feel stupid for asking.
Yeah.
Darius, what do you think? Do you have any advice for Amy?
If I don't hear from you like 2 to 3 days, next.
Boom.
Yeah.
Next. Boom.
But life does happen, y'all. It happens.
It does.
Now, if you come back, you come back. But I'm not sitting around waiting.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people these days, people don't talk anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of things go unsaid because people are assuming they're thinking this or they might be thinking. Just talk. Talk it out. The worst they can say is no. I mean,
and things have changed, y'all. This is not the old world where it is expected that the man calls. Like things have changed socially. So that woman can be waiting on the man, but that man might be waiting on that woman to call. The dynamics have changed.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed it, pursue it. Just don't be desperate. Just
Melanie,
leave it open.
Here's this unpopular opinion, right? What happened leading up to the date? Because the date went really well. You guys communicated prior to the date. I'm sure that you guys were in some type of communication before that. So from Amy's perspective, could be, and this is only me assuming, right? You may live in your own Delulu world and felt like that date went well. You could have been a slow blinker in his life and he don't like slow blinkers. I am just saying it could have been something or it could have been nothing. It could have been that, hey, I met you. The same means that I met someone else and I may just think the other person is cool. And, I just thought we had a really great time, no harm, no foul. And I just went on with my life. Yeah. It could have been that situation too. Or the person could have went to meet the Lord. Who knows? But I'm just saying I'd be on any extreme at any given day.
Right.
That does happen. I had a friend die like that once. And then
Melanie's on timeout.
You can reach out if you like, but you can take it like Darius says it. Like, look, you didn't reach out to me in a couple of days. Mm-hmm. It's been great, but you know what? That's the amazing thing about dating. You don't have that commitment. Like you said, it was a first date, so you guys didn't plan a wedding. You didn't plan anything like that. Like it's a first date. Take it for what it is. Go enjoy yourself. Be present in the moment, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because I'm sure prior to that first date, you guys were in a lot more communication than once a week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
well, I don't know. I've heard some cases lately, Melanie, where, Brandy, what do you think about this? Any advice for her?
I would reach out once, maybe twice, and then that's
No, that's
That's why you leave it open. That's why you have to be clear. Hey, express intent. Hey, I had a good time. I would like to do it again.
Yeah.
If you would, I'd love to hear from you.
But why not?
Why are you reaching out, Brandy? That's really my question. Why are you reaching out? Because prior to this date, dude was reaching out. So why are you now reaching out? Something happened.
But why not?
Well, I wouldn't like that. That's why I said I reach out a couple times after that because it could have been a situation, an instance. Who knows? Mm-hmm. And so I have to look at things like that. But what if he was a couple reach outs?
Yeah, but Melanie, what if he was always doing the reaching, right? And then maybe because I've been in situations like that where I was always doing the reaching, and then I've stopped, and then that person is waiting on me to call, and I'm like, shit, can you call?
Did you stop after the first date? Did you stop after the
first date? Something happened. That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes exactly. Maybe something happened, or
maybe something didn't happen.
Girl, that might be your husband.
Yeah. Oh, y'all didn't put on that date. They just decided they just not.
Let Tamar speak really quick, you guys. Go ahead, Tamar.
I actually had a friend that this just went through actually, and they was in contact with this person, and they were talking, and then they went on the date. And he was like, bitch, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to reach out, but he hasn't reached out to me. And I'm like, well, why don't you just say, hey, thank you for a good time and see where it goes from there? Because most of the times people go on dates and they get nervous, and people just don't know how to go on the next date. Like some people just haven't been on multiple dates before because they just haven't been on those dates. So I feel like
ain't out there like that. It's true.
Exactly. So I feel like why not see? It's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there just to see where it goes.
Yeah.
But if you reach
like
out,
I don't even have to do that. Some people.
When you reach out, I mean, Melanie, you're a pretty girl. You know, we know you, girl. But you know, sometimes I mean, just a gesture, text.
Some people have to do a little work.
Hey, I just want to let you know I had a great time. Like Brandy said, like, girl, one time, I wouldn't even do two. If you reach out and they don't reach back out, then that's the answer you need. But things come up. People work a lot. I mean, in this day and age, people got so much going on.
No, Tamar, I don't want to hear that because I am the main one who always says it takes 2 seconds to tweet.
But right,
I'm busy. I've been busy thing. No, especially after we've been talking for 2 or 3 weeks every other day,
that's
and then you and you can't send a text. It takes 2 seconds. I don't want.
What if his grandmother died? Y'all don't know what's going on in that man's life. Y'all tripping.
Shaq, it takes 2 seconds to send a tweet.
Okay, you're right. You're right, Ashley. You're right. On the flip side of that, that's true. But if you want to know, if you do like somebody, I don't see nothing wrong with you saying like, "Hey, I had a good time. Hope to see you again." That's it.
You're right to a point. But here's the other thing. Now you like that person. That person may not feel the same about you.
But it's worth it.
You find out. You understand. You actually know.
You found out after a week with nothing. Crickets. You're right. Nobody knocked on block.
It is worth it.
Like Jack said, maybe the other person is feeling awkward. Maybe they like, well, if they like me, they'll reach out.
But if that,
you know what we have to consider.
What
this person probably got a whole nother situation going on
that
she knew nothing about.
He might have somebody else.
That's usually it.
Yeah. Somebody else.
And what if you hit him up on the day they broke up? That might be your husband, girl.
So, ma'am, you got a lot of options.
That's it. Go for it.
Well, Amy, I hope you're watching. I hope we can be some help. These fools are a mess.
Hold on, Ashley, what she look like? She look like Melanie. Or she look like girl, she might not be that cute. If she ain't that cute, then you know
she's cute, girl. But she's
it ain't always out there,
Amy, it doesn't matter what you look like because looks will only last for so long. Do not listen to Shaq.
Well, that's the end of our show, you guys.
You know, we'll forget all y'all.
Thank you for watching tonight, our little pop-up show. Darius, thank you for being here with us. We love you. You can come anytime.
Yay, appreciate you.
Thank you.
We will all be in prayers for you and your family.
For sure.
That God has his way and his will is given unto. So thank you for watching. Please like and share. Again, like and share. Also, if you are interested in being a co-host, email me, DM me, get a hold of me. You know how to do that. Everything else, next week, we're going to have our cast. I shouldn't say this because they always make me a lie, but we're going to have our full cast. I think Marcus is going to be back. Kate is going to be here. So we're going to have a full house next week. So I will see you guys all next week. We love you and peace. Everyone stay on. Darius, you can leave though.
Good night, guys.
Night.
Bye, guys. Have a lovely night. Love you.